Hi, everybody, welcome back. So this UK influencer, she's got a lot of people talking because she framed her ex-boyfriend at the time for rape, okay? And I don't know what happened, but there's been a leaked video. And so this one has got people talking. But first, let's quickly get into some of the clips I've seen.
Health influencer Victoria Everest Ekong is trending, and it's not for a good reason. She has 750,000 followers, and a viral clip shows her admitting she lied about being raped. After it spread, she turned off her comments, and people online are furious. If you want to see more of the footage, check out the Shabra page, as they go into detail about the whole story. What do you think? Is this acceptable or not?
So a lot of people are confused about this whole Victoria thing. I'm going to try and break it down a little bit more clearer for you to understand what happened. There was a guy by the name of Gucci Walker who had a friend that was accused of rape. That same friend was on bail for this rape allegation put against him. What happened was this influencer by the name of Victoria Everest invited the guy to her property for consensual sex. Once they had sex, she now went into the bathroom and called police on the guy, accusing him of rape. So he got arrested on the spot in the yard. The evidence is there. Do you get what I'm saying? He's obviously in her. So he wasn't looking at one count, he was looking at 2 counts of rape with a minimum of 12 years if found guilty. So Gucci Walker obviously was upset by this and thought of a plan to obviously catch her out. He befriended her, went to her gym, and obviously got her to confess about lying about this rape that happened, which is obviously this video here that went viral.
You enjoy hurting men in ways that they couldn't possibly imagine. Yeah, it's something you get a satisfaction out. It's a toxic trait. It's narcissistic. Like,
you know what the biggest pain?
Let me finish.
Yeah,
let me explain.
Yeah.
It's a narcissistic thing, but that's your thing. Fine. You look for victims, you rope them in, you break them emotionally, mentally, financially. You weren't able to do that with Denzel Thompson.
I did do that.
Okay, so if you were able to break him, why file a fake rape charge? How does that?
Even me, like, imagine he lived in my yard, yeah. Fed, water, clean, yeah. The love that I gave him was unconditional in that time. To then pull the carpet from under your feet that alone, yeah, losing the best thing that's ever happened to you. Like, he's never lived the way he lived.
By a fake rape charge, by a lie.
That was just the icing on the cake, babe. Like, that was neither here or there. That was just the principal thing. I want him to spend New Year's in a jail cell for 3 days. And I did it, yeah. That's how he started his New Year's. I started my New Year's on a private island in a £7 a night hotel with my son.
Yeah. Based on that false accusation.
I don't care. It tastes of his own medicine. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's a principle thing. He thought he could get away with shit and not have to swallow no medicine. Like, the thing is, he always thinks he's always got the upper hand and won over. That's his thing. And I just need to make him recognize that he hasn't. Whether it's fake or not, it's irrelevant. He lives his life off fakeness. That's what he does. His whole life with a fraud. Met him, he told me he has a house. He doesn't even have a room at his mum's yard. His mum's yard is like literally, she hoards, isn't it? So the house is full. His 2 sisters live there. The guy's a tramp. He hasn't got a license. He hasn't got a car. He's got nothing to his name. Telling me he's got a railway company. Doesn't pay taxes. He's not on limit. Like, the guy's whole life is a fraud, but I literally fell for it, yeah.
But you fell for a lie.
I fell for a lie.
Men have fallen for your lie for years.
And the one time I meet, and
you fell for someone else's lie, and then you found a fake rape charge. What does that say about you, though?
I'm just as shallow as he is.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. Not as shallow to file a fake rape charge just to ruin someone's life.
Yeah. He can't touch me. He can't come near me.
No, I'll make sure that I'll pattern that anyway. That's a fact.
He can't do that. Like, the thing is, it was my mistake for even messing with him in the first place, for even entertaining it. And I told you, last year was one of the biggest lessons for me. I shouldn't even touched it.
You're gonna have to be 15, you've had a long...
The grace of God, police actually dropped the rape charges against that guy she tried to put behind bars. Now, obviously, she has clear mental problems. Allegedly, she only does this to black men for some reason. I don't know what black man hurt her, but she's got this vim for black men. And how she ain't being charged for anything is beyond belief to me. I don't know what's going on. So that is just a quick summary of what happened. And this is why you've got to be really careful with the type of women you are dealing with. Because some women are real life witches. If it wasn't for this guy, Gucci Walker, to think of a quick plan to help his friend, he would have been sitting in jail right now as we speak. Mandem, be careful.
This has got a lot of people comparing that situation to that ginger guy who came out insulting black women and talking about his preference and why he doesn't like black women and so on and so forth. I don't know if you remember, it's on this channel, you can look for it. They are saying that the outrage is not the same as this one, and they don't understand, and it's men, okay? They don't understand why people are not coming for this lady as much as they came for Ginger J. This has started a whole discussion. I don't want to spoil it. Let's get into what people had to say about her situation. And I'm going to come back and talk some more. Leave your thoughts in the comments.
Girls, did you see? I literally just watched a video where a woman has confessed to false rape allegations. Now, she's been recorded by another man that she's speaking to. Now, this man said that he befriended her, probably for this purpose, to try and get the information from her. But, right, now, so in the video, he is like basically saying, like, do you not want more for yourself? Like, why don't you focus on yourself? You could put all this energy into focus on yourself instead of, like, is it worth saying that he's raped you when he hasn't? And she's like, he needs to pay, he needs to suffer, like he needs to learn from the actions of his ways, like he's lying to girls and selling stories and whatnot. And she's also but another guy said, but you know how it's not true. And she's like, I've got enough evidence that he can't get out of this. He's already lied and said that he was never at my house. I've got evidence. So what the girl has done, I can't believe this, guys. She has lured the man over, had sex with him, and then called the police, had him arrested at her house. Well, obviously, she's got all the evidence. I can't believe how premeditated this is. It's actually sick and scary. Babe, you got your heart broke like every other woman. You got your heart broke like every other woman. They all lie. They all lie. They all lie and sell stories. Are we all out there making false allegations because a man broke your heart? God forbid. This world is sick. And do you know what has really got me ruffled is just how callous she is in the video. Not a care in the world about what she's doing, that she's putting an innocent man to jail because her feelings are hurt. And then she's also said, oh, I got my get back anyway because I was cheating on him all throughout the relationship. I'm so confused. So if you're getting your get back, why are you trying to get this man's life taken away in prison and he had 2 accounts of rape. 2 accounts. I'm so disgusted and disappointed in this woman because you don't understand how many women are actually being great and they're not taken seriously, and you're out here with this fooling guys. In 2025, I don't know when she done this, but I don't care. This is so fucked up and just so wrong for other people who have actually been great and who are not believed. Do you know how much times we are fighting? What was she wearing? But what was she wearing though? And then you as a fellow woman are doing this. For what? Disappointing.
I'll be honest, I've had to sit with that Victoria Everest situation. It's so deeply disturbing. It's so fucking deeply disturbing. Not only are you going to ruin a man's life, not only are you going to take pleasure in ruining a man's life, you are going to make it so difficult for people, that women and men that are victims of abuse, to come forward, because the statistics say that the conviction rate is so low. And you would lie, you'd be calculated and lie. And yes, we had a lot of conversation, a lot of narration around the Ginger J situation, yeah. But this situation, respectfully, is so disgusting. It's not like there's a comparison with what's worse and what's better, because that situation in and of its own right is awful. But this situation, the vim, that you would go out of your way to create chaos in someone else's life. Like, where's the ratings for yourself? Like, if you don't like somebody and you're in a relationship with them and they've done you dirty for whatever reason, the best thing you can do is bounce and go about your business. Why would you give them extra accessibility to you, to your presence? Why would you go the extra mile to make a situation even worse? You should rate yourself enough to know that the absence of your personality, the absence of your presence or whatever you bring to the table is the punishment. And you not being around that person is going to allow you to move and flourish forward in your life. I don't get it. It's actually disgusting. It's so disgusting. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself, of the people that I speak to that are abuse victims, of the organisation that I that I represent, C86s, of people that have been victims of domestic violence. There could be a woman out there that has just like mustered the courage to speak out about the things that make that her abuse or her torment or even the SA, and you come out and that conversation's like, they all can lie. Imagine if there's a woman out there that resembles that woman, that resembles what she looks like, or is attractive how she's attractive. Do you get it? Or or even rates that woman, and then feels that insurmounting weight of judgment because this woman decided to do something so heinous. It takes away from the voices of all those that have been abused. It takes away from the voice. It makes me so emotional. I don't understand why she's done that. It's disgusting. It's actually disgusting. It sets things back so far. It influences judgment on situations so much. So much.
A few weeks ago, I remember being on a TikTok live and a woman said it. She was American. No, let me say her name. You're Triggered. I love her content. She said that men are more upset about being accused wrongfully of raping a woman rather than them actually doing the act. So they don't care that women go through this every single day. They're upset that, well, I actually didn't get to stick my wick inside and now I'm gonna go down for it. Do you see the disconnect? And I spoke about this a few weeks ago when I said that the men will complain about content advising women against trusting a man, that graduated from Trust Me Bro University, then the fact that we have to vet, we have to be cautious, we have to seek the guidance of the Holy Spirit, we have to use discernment, because when we get into problems, the first thing that we're told is, you should have chose better. So I find it interesting that men are like, oh, this is terrible, oh my God. Where's your outrage for all the pedos that are in Parliament, that are in big business, that are on the BBC? But this Victoria Everest is now like, oh my God, how could you do this? How could you say that? This is awful. I think a lot of you's priorities is lost, and there's clearly no righteousness in you, because this thing is dangerous and harmful. What she did, no one's condoning it. At no one single point have I said that I condone what she did, but I drew a parallel to highlight the fact that this violence against women and girls has no initiative or space in the male content spaces. There's just silence. There's a few that do it, and even when they do come and campaign for these things, they're called simps. So I rest my cape, Jari.
So people keep comparing this Victoria Everest situation to the Ginger J situation. And I'm here to tell you that those two things are not the same. So let me break it down for you. Ginger J was caught on camera bearing his soul about how he hated black women. And that came from the dark pits of his heart. He hated a whole particular group. And the outrage stemming from that was warranted because it affected black women. So black women shut that shit the down. Yeah? And we did what we had to do because bumper holes are not bigger than the program. Cool. I'm hearing a lot of men going, oh, well, where's the outrage for Victoria? Where's the outrage? I don't hear a lot of women. And this is where you're wrong. Because not one woman is sticking by Victoria. What you're mad about is that we're not the face of your outrage. And the reason why we're not the face of your outrage is because it doesn't affect us. And you motherfuckers find it hard to advocate for yourself collectively. I don't see videos of man rage baiting about this and their outrage because men are thinking this doesn't affect them either. And this is how men think. You're directing your anger at us because it's not the same outrage when it affects you guys. Where is your outrage? Where are your videos? Because really and truly, the only black man with a following that I see that's advocating for this and that's calling her out is Kelso. I don't see nobody else on my timeline, with the same outrage. But men are like, oh, because, there's not the same out. It's not the same. Don't ever compare yourselves to women. It is not the same. And if you guys can't advocate for yourself, it's because you ain't built a community. If you had a community of men that was backing you, I'm pretty sure there would be outrage. But there's no outrage because men don't give a fuck. They are very individualistic, and if it doesn't affect them, they really don't care. The outrage is not the same because women are not the face of it. And that's what you're mad about. Let's keep it a buck. So what I'm going to need you to do is stop being mad at women, build a bumper clock community that can back you, and advocate for yourselves just like women do all the time. The same way you can organise yourselves to do five-a-side football is the same way you can lobby the government to make laws stronger, to press charges on women that do false allegations. Try that.
Women like Victoria Everest are exactly why we cannot believe every woman that makes a rape allegation. And I know it's unfair, and I know it's grossly unfair. I know that women experience rape at the hands of men at a disproportionate rate, sometimes at the hands of men that claim to have loved them. I understand all of this, violence, aggression, all of these things. But then women making up allegations that completely ruin, if not completely change the trajectory of a young man and his generation's lives is also a thing. We've seen this in many instances. And in this current climate where such an allegation could even lead to down to the man like deleting himself, all of these things, if they're untrue, it's crazy. Like to have her being recorded saying that she's gonna take somebody to the cleaners, all of these things is absolutely nuts. And this is exactly why we cannot believe every woman that makes an allegation, because then people's lives become collateral in the fight to this, to always be on the politically correct side. And it's such a weird gray area, like I said, but it's dangerous if we don't start to say, okay, now we're going to wait to see some evidence. Young Philly is a prime example of this. Yes, there's a pattern there, I must admit, but at the same time, at this point, even if it comes out and he was completely innocent, or he's innocent in this situation or whatever, his life is completely changed, and whatever he was it's never gonna be the same again. And that's a shame. And the biggest shame of it all, this is gonna come and go, and she is not even gonna get the kickback or near the amount of repercussions she would have done if she was a man. And that's just life, and it's crazy.
This is why I say to men, right? Like, be careful who you're seeing, be careful who you're laying down with. Have self-control. Don't always think with down there, think with up here, Just don't put yourself in positions that can make you compromised. Like, we need to start educating our guys, our sons, our nephews, right? Because this is a lot. And the law, if it's not out there already, the law needs to do something for these people that lie on people, because they're getting away with nothing when they can potentially take in years of somebody's life. Wild.
Rape is a very serious issue, and a lot of women do go through that, Okay. And most of the times when they come out and they share their experiences, they are not taken seriously. So for me personally, I don't take things like this lightly, because you make it difficult for the women, the actual victims of rape, to not be seen and heard in an already tough situation for a lot of them. You know, in a situation where a lot of women are told that it's not true, they consented to it, they've made it up and so on and so forth. It can't be proved and so on and so forth. Like if a woman comes out and confesses to actually framing a man for this type of thing, to be honest, it's something I don't play with. I went through something like that, so I don't play with these things at all. And I've seen it happen to so many women. So many women. Some of them are quiet about it. They don't want to talk about it. Some of them talk about it, but they are dismissed because they are told that, oh, it didn't happen. Oh, you lied, or there's nothing to prove it, and so on and so forth. So for me personally, that I don't play about, and I think she's wrong for doing that. Now, to all the men who are upset about this whole situation, yes, this is why you choose better. Okay? I hate to say it, but this is why you should choose better. You should know the women that you end up with. You know, you should choose the women that you end up laying down with, having children with. Choose better, you know. Stop ignoring the ones that are right in front of you. They are doing everything right by you, but you don't like them. You want to go out there to go for the certain type of women. You call them your preferences. You end up going there, and then they show you pepper, and then now every woman needs to suffer. And you can't compare the Ginger J situation to this one. This is a different situation. Okay, Ginger J was disrespectful towards black women, and that's why people came for him. And this is different. Like one of the ladies said, you are not seeing a lot of the men talking about it. It's just a handful of you talking about it, you know. And for the most part, yes, although she has admitted that she lied and so on and so forth, most of the times it's the truth, and it can't be even proven. Okay, so in as much as she's wrong for what she did, you can't compare that to the Ginger J situation, and it doesn't take away from the fact that this happens to a lot of women on a daily basis. I'm not talking about framing, you know, but, you know, being dismissed when they go through things like that. It happens a lot, and I'm not saying it's true. I'm not trying to condone what she's done. What she's done is wrong. It's so wrong. It affects a lot of people, not just men, women as well. Okay, women as well, because this is where you find women having gone in situations like this, coming out, talking about their situations and not being heard, not being seen, being dismissed. They are already going through it. So it's like you are adding more fuel to a fire that is, you know, already ongoing, and it's not fair. It's not right. Okay, so I won't support that. But then for the men, choose better. Okay, choose better. Choose the women that you end up in relationships with. Choose them well, oh. Choose them well, because there are women out there like that. They will not take these things lightly. If you do it to them, they will do it to you. You don't even have to do anything to them. They will show you pepper. Okay? They will show you pepper. Those type of women too, they are there. They will show you pepper unprovoked. And there are women like that. Alright? So yeah, I'm going to leave it here. You leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll see you again in another one. Take care of yourselves and one another. Bye.